tell me about the world. Not today. It's springtime, and they're knocking baseballs around fields, and kids are trying to hit curveballs.
Bottom of the 8th. 2 men on, 2 men out. Down by 2. The crowd is on its feet. The pitcher comes set and fires.
They ask me what I do in winter when there is no baseball. I'll tell you what I do. I stare out the window and wait for spring.
Well, with the roof shut, the conditions will be comfortable here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight, the homestand continues with the start of a 4-game series between the Miami Marlins and the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Corey Knebel, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, this guy certainly could be one of those horses for courses kind of guy. loves pitching at home. Take a look at those home road splits. They're pretty good. Without question, he's more comfortable pitching at home than he is on the road.
Into the box is the leadoff hitter Cameron Maybin, and we are ready for baseball.
Cameron Maybin.
From the stretch. First of 4 here to start the weekend as the game's first pitch is taken, and it's strike one. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. Fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out. You're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Mark, what do they have to do to take down a very hot team here on the road?
Hey, Matt, the first thing I notice when I walk into Miller Park is those gaps are super tight. You got to get greedy in a ballpark like this. There's a lot of damage to be had.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. 4 pitches, all it takes to do in the Marlins. Now it's the Brew Crew's turn in a scoreless ball game. Arlene Garcia is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Marlins. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. 1 good game, 1 bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they finally got back into the win column with a victory last time out, but it had been a long time coming as they'd lost 8 in a row prior to that win.
Yeah, Matty, they have to build off their win in their last game. They were able to break a losing streak. They were finally able to get everybody to relax a little bit. We were able to sit down with the manager pregame, and you can tell the stress has just come off.
And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Matt, they're looking to get a lot more out of Travis Shaw. He hasn't looked like himself at all lately. You know, he's really struggled. I'm watching him drop his hands. You can see that his timing is off. He's really searching and trying to figure out why he's struggling so bad.
Here's Ryan Braun now. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And that's off the left field wall. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single. Just an absolute laser that time. Screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. Standing in now, Domingo Santana. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Ranging back is Maybin. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. It's a 2-run homer for Domingo Santana. 4th home run here in the early going. And the Brewers move out in front now 2-0.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. But the Brewers do get 2 on this 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's 2-0 Milwaukee. At the plate, JT Realmuto. He'll get us started in the top of the second. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Just a bit jumpy that time, swung on and missed. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first down.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And let's focus on the captain of the defense, Yadier Molina. Future Hall of Famer, ability to control a pitching staff and shut down the opposition's running game.
So stepping in, Derek Dietrich. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike one. One out, nobody on. Fastball called for strike two.
Count 0-2.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Martin Prado now. His head-to-head numbers against Corey Knebel. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out this side on 9 pitches. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Stepping up now, Travis Shaw. And pitchers beware, because he's been off the charts hot to start the season.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
0-2 to Travis Shaw. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. Hey, let's focus on Cameron Maybin in the outfield. One of the more dynamic outfielders in our sport. He's able to cover a ton of ground, gap to gap. I almost feel like he's playing left center to right center. He's not playing center field. He's got it all covered, bailing the other guys out, and not shabby with the offensive tool either.
Hit hard back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Here's the first pitch to him. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Hey, that's got to throw the batter's game plan off a little bit. He thinks sinker's coming. Double play situation. He gets the ordinary fastball. He's got to be thinking what's coming next.
Now the 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground. Giavotella relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network. In now, Johnny Giavotella. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count. That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Strike 1 at bat. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Stepping up to the plate, Arlene Garcia. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up. Jeez, finally! That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you!
Phillips is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They trail it here 2-0. So here now is the pitcher, Corey Knebel. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line toward right center. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Liner, but this is a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch. There's a swing and a drive. Get up! Get up! Get out of here! Gone! A home run! Keon Broxton puts a pair on the board with that long ball. 4th home run here in the early going, as the Brewers have now taken a 4-0 lead. That home run is definitely worth giving the show track treatment to. And as we look at it, not only an impressive distance shot, but the 110 miles an hour exit velocity is nothing to scoff at either. That's a big boy home run. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with show track. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. In now, Ryan Braun. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Seared down the first baseline. But this will get foul for strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike. And there are 2 gone now. Ready for another chance? Domingo Santana. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Line towards center field. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this. Here's Cameron Maybin now. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
The 0-2 once more is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Miguel Rojas. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. No balls and a strike to count. popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in, and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
Digging in to try it again, Justin Bohr. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. Shaw will put this one away, and the side is retired. Miami. Now at the plate, Jesus Aguilar. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. First delivery to him on the way. Loud contact there, but it's well foul.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Looking up is Maben, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run there for Travis Shaw. Number 21 for him on the season. And the Brewers have made this a 5-0 ball game. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
Yeah, Dan, this doesn't make sense. It's absolutely freezing outside. The last place you want to be is in a batter's box, and this offensive team is driving balls out of the yard.
This is what's crazy about the game of baseball, D-Row. You would think under these conditions it would be all in favor of the pitchers. That has been anything but the case so far in this one.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing.
Oh, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But the Brewers tack on, courtesy of this solo home run. We're through 4. It's the Brewers 5 and the Marlins nothing. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, JT Realmuto. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Realmuto behind with an 0-2 count now. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Well, you could tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head in the middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Prado has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0.
Leading off for the Brewers, Edgar.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Dietrich looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, center
Ready
fielder.
once again, Keon Broxton. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches. But when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Here's Brandon Phillips. As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ground ball, foul down the left side.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line toward right center. And this is going to find the alley here. Extra bases for Phillips. May have been able to get this in quickly, and that's going to force the runner to hold on at third base.
On left fielder number 8, Ryan Braun.
Now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Severino Gonzalez takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Here's Ryan Braun now. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Hit high and deep out to left field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And the run is in to score from second. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently 3rd best. Now batting, Domingo Santana. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. He's set, and the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. Dietrich is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. Standing in, Jesus Aguilar. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit high and deep to left field. Back goes Van Slyke. And it's gone.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
Swing and a drive to right center. Hey, that ball's going to be way out of here. Back-to-back home run. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. As he'll take a first pitch curveball right down the middle for strike one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Now the 0-1. Hard ground ball to third. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. Runners on the move for second. This is line to left. Oh, and this kicks right off of him.
Hey, guys, I think the pitcher was just trying to steal a strike right there. I do not think he expected to get ambushed on an 0-0 get-me-over breaking ball. But that's exactly what happened.
Into the box, Corey Knebel. Now a curveball ripped down the left field line. That's a fair ball. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitches are being taught high velocity. Go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 0-1 delivery. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Another good inning for the Brewers. It's about time to roll out the barrel. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. So digging in now, Johnny Giavotella. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Up next for the Marlins.
Here's Scott Van Slyke. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
0-1, here it comes. Here's a strike.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Scott Van Slyke goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Starlin Castro will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. The numbers offensively pretty dismal to this point, down in the 170s to start play. No home runs as of yet, and 4 RBIs. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 6 perfect innings for him out of the gate as he's been masterful. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Brewers 11 and the Marlins nothing. Junichi Tazawa gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Ready now, Brandon Phillips.
Leading off for the Brewers, second baseman, Brandon Phillips.
First pitch on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Dietrich is there. 1 out.
from left fielder number 8, Ryan Braun.
So coming to the plate, Ryan Braun. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line towards center field. Maben is there. 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Domingo Santana.
Now at the plate, Domingo Santana. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
A pause and the 0-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Chasing after it is Maben. And that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee, but they lead it 11-0. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are.
The center fielder number 1, Cameron Maben.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Stepping in, Miguel Rojas. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out.
Now batting,
digging in once again, Justin Bohr. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. And now a pitch on the way. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Miami down in order. They trail in this one 11-0. Digging in and looking for more, Jesus Aguilar. And he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat, he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
Oof, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Travis Shaw will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his 2nd home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a knee-high fastball. Shaw connects. This is sent to deep right field, but a foul ball. One out, nobody on. Count remains at 0-2. Rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So here's the cleanup hitter, JT Realmuto. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
I always felt, though, too, you had to cover away. If a guy's going to bury you in 3 times in a row, you tip your cap and walk back to the dugout, because that's not easy to do.
Still even at 2-2. Another try at 2-2. Here's a high pop-up. Knebel waits on it, and that's the first out of the inning. Digging in, Derek Dietrich. His dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others, but not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
Fastball right back to the mound, and he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
We're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the second out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
Here's the 0-1. Hit toward the right side. Base hit, and the perfect game comes to an end here in the 8th. So close, but with one swing of the bat, the no-hit bid ends here with 2 out in the 8th. Still a remarkable pitching performance nonetheless.
Oh, it sure is, Matty V. But you get that part into the game as a pitcher into the 8th inning. It's hard not to look past getting that last out thinking about the 9th D-row, but they made him pay here with 2 outs in the 8th.
Yeah, he's thrown the ball so good, Dan. He's worked all sides, in and out, up, down, all quadrants covered. Be interesting to see if he toes the slab in the 9th or if they hand this over to the bullpen.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Marlins leave 1. They trail in this one 11. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up, the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Here's another 0-2. Stays alive, still 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. Hit sharply toward the right side, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Ready for another shot now, Corey Knebel. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
And he struck him out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Keon Broxton. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1.
For the most part, he's looked really locked in at the plate in this game. Not so much on that swing, though.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Gone. Here's Scott Van Slyke starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
Well, based on that swing, I'd say this guy's got his A-game fastball working right now. The only way you're going to get to that pitch is you got to make an adjustment and get that front foot down a little early.
Behind 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Again, another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Fouled off. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Now batting,
Lewis Brinson will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And a ball, 1-0. The 1-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Drilled to first. Aguilar comes up with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here's Cameron Maybin now. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
He brings it in, and the Brewers will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Hey, not many pitchers can brag about throwing a one-hit complete game, so hats off for him. But as a pitcher, I know he's going to wonder, like, what might have been. So close to a no-hitter, but it wasn't meant to be. That's baseball for you.
11-0, the final shutout total in this one. The Milwaukee Brewers put on a real offensive show with 11 runs on the board. Corey Knebel earns win number 4 on the season as he allows only 1 hit in 9 full innings. Arlene Garcia was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, Corey Knebel won the game, finishing a complete game one-hitter as the Brewers got the best of Miami, 11-0. That now makes 8 straight wins for the team. Ben Lively won his 4th game thus far as the Fightin' Phils took care of the Pirates, 3-2. The Braves got the best of the visiting Mets, 4-3. The Diamondbacks racked up 11 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Giants, 7-1. The Yankees combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 4-2. The Detroit Tigers took down the visiting Orioles 4-3. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim got 11 hits overall as they beat the visiting Red Sox 6-2. The Houston Astros bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 2-1. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.
It's a cold Wisconsin night, but the roof is closed at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Miami Marlins and the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers are riding an 8-game win streak. They'll try to run it to 9 next. Giovanni Gallardo, the right-hander from Mexico, gets the ball here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, in this day and age where we're used to seeing a lot of home runs and pitchers not going very deep in a game, how about this guy? ERA in the low 1s. That's not an easy thing to do. He can strike people out, but he can also get them out via the ground ball, the fly ball. Judging by his stats this year, he is having a ridiculously good season up to this point.
First pitch of the at-bat. 2nd and 4 on a Friday night as the game's first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They have certainly had it going lately. Winners of 8 in a row.
I'm super excited, Matty, to watch this team play today because it's rare. You don't see many teams rattle off 8 wins in a row like they have. It's all working for them right now, and I'm super excited to watch them take the field today.
And there's the first out. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I think the focus has to be on Cameron Maybin. He stole over 30 bases last year. You don't forget about this guy when he's on the base paths. He's a threat to go at any time. 30 stolen bases is not an easy number to get to.
Miguel Rojas is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. Hit in the air out to left field. Braun has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting third, first baseman, Justin Bour.
Striding in, Justin Bour. He was hitless in the shutout last night. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit sharply on the ground. Garcia gloves it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Off to a great. Adam Conley, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt. 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
Now a shot out toward the alley in right center. Running hard, he's digging for second. Arms pumping, he's hustling for third. The relay throw. Throw won't get him.
And the home crowd is absolutely eating this up. Led off the home half of the first with a triple, and they're applying the pressure right from the get-go.
Here's Brandon Phillips. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them, show up to the yard today, looking to fight. Everything changes once the first pitch is thrown.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lined hard and deep down the left field line. But he just missed his extra base. Another 0-2 home. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Maben is there. He's got it one away. And they get the double play at third. Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who you focused on?
Well, Matt, you have to keep an eye on the Hebrew Hammer, Ryan Braun. This guy's hitting over .450 his last 10 games. He's the guy I'm watching, but not only in this game, I watched him in batting practice.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. None left for Milwaukee. Still no score. Up next from Miami, JT Realmuto. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. He'll start the second with a curveball that's taken here for ball one. A ball and a strike.
He's going to step out of the box, adjust his bat and gloves, and pray he gets the exact same pitch as that one, because if it comes again, we like to refer to that one in the biz as a cement mixer.
A ball and 2 strikes. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Derek Dietrich. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. On Gallardo with the good live fastball. It's 0-1. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought us good stuff in this one.
Martin Prado now. Head-to-head history with Yovani Gallardo. He's totaled 4 hits in 24 at-bats. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights-out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Now at the plate, Domingo Santana. He went deep in the contest last night. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Line drive to left. Van Slyke is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. You guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Standing in, Jesus Aguilar, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Turn gone, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. The windup and the 0-1. Ripped down the line, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Line toward the gap in left center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is pulled into right. Dietrich back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball, but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Into the box now, Orlando Arcia, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Hard hit toward the hole. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. The relay on to Giovitella for the force, and that'll end the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to front. Now in the box, Johnny Giovitella. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Digging in, Scott Van Slyke, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
As a hitter, you see a pitcher working east-west. This is where you got to tell yourself to stay tall. You can't cover both sides of the plate. You got to pick one and trust it.
And this is strike 3 called. Make it 5 straight punch-outs. 2 away now.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Standing in now, Adam Conley. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. In comes Broxton, and that ends the inning. So a great half inning of work by Yovani Gallardo. So striding forward now, Yadier Molina, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is line to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
In now, Yovani Gallardo. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. To the left side, but it's well fouled. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Line drive to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, center fielder, Keon.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 0-1 the count. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. Here's Cameron Maybin now back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
0-2 the count to Maybin now.
0-2.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Stepping in now, Miguel Rojas. As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
He froze him on the breaking ball that time. Miguel Rojas is sent packing for the second out of the inning.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far on this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
First pitch on its way from Gallardo. A high fastball is in there.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Braun coming on. And that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Digging in, Brandon Phillips. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And there's 1 away.
The left fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
Here's Ryan Braun now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. Hard on the ground towards short. Rojas loves it. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th.
Right fielder, number 16, Domingo Santana.
At the plate, Domingo Santana hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Santana swings, and this is hit very well out toward left field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a solo shot here for Domingo Santana. Home run number 5 on the year. As the Brewers get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Guys in every lineup that you do not want to beat you. And this guy right now is swinging the bat so well, I'm not giving him a chance to do anything. He's too hot right now.
Into the box, Jesus Aguilar. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Brewers move out in front now 2-0.
Well, you just don't see that too often. Back-to-back dingers on back-to-back pitches. I mean, that's kind of a definition of instant offense, if you ask me.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He swings and crushes it. Oh, my, there is no doubt about this one. And they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home run. A solo home run there for Travis Shaw. Number 23 for him thus far. And the Brewers have now taken a 3-0 lead.
This pitcher must think he's cursed or something. He gives up back-to-back homers, is obviously rattled a little bit, and the next batter barely even waits for the first pitch to cross the plate before he crushes it out too. This is incredible.
Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will get to the wall now out near the Milwaukee bullpen. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes this the other way to right. Dietrich will get there, and he puts it away to retire the... So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Ready now for the Marlins, JT Realmuto was a strikeout victim in his first try.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
At the plate, Derek Dietrich comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. And a slider on the inside for strike 1.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
2 quick outs in this inning so far, and his pitch count is really down. I think one of the keys is he's been attacking the strike zone early on, making these guys swing the bat so far in this one.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. They certainly know how to have a good time in Milwaukee, and I believe this may just be a brand new type of polka. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Giovanni Gallardo. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Pitch on the way. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will. Just to the right of the chalk. A fair ball.
Hey, you talked about having a game right here. This guy's working on a no-no, and he mixed in a knock. How would you like to be on the mound knowing you got more hits than the opposition? You haven't given up anything yet.
Standing in now, Keon Broxton, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. Gallardo aboard here at first with nobody out. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal, hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
Here's Brandon Phillips. as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Set to deliver the 0-1. Line toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. And Maben's throw not in time. He's in there at third.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
In now, Brian Braun, as he lets it in the air to right field. Moving under it, Dietrich. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he is safe at the plate. It's now a 4-0 game. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Domingo Santana. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
That last AB when he hit the home run, that was a decent changeup. It was down in the zone, but one of the problems when you have a good changeup like this pitcher does, hitters go up there and they kind of look for that changeup. So he's going to have to locate it a little bit better in this upcoming at bat.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. 2 hits lead to a run here for Milwaukee. 5 innings complete. The Brewers lead it 4-0. Leading off the inning, Johnny Giavotella, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Heading out toward shallow right. Santana moves over. 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Scott Van Slyke.
Now to the plate, Scott Van Slyke. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. First pitch on its way from Gallardo. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his 2-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Popped him up. Molina over to his left. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Miami down in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Severino Gonzalez enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 48.
Coming to the plate now, Jesus Aguilar. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Set to deliver the 0-1. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. A leaping effort there by Maben, but he'll come up empty. That ball is gone.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare, and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
High in the air out to center field. Maben is under this one, and he puts it away for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Orlando Arcia. He doubled his last time through. First pitch on its way. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And it's a foul ball.
Tried the old ambush tactic, and it almost worked right there. Wasn't able to keep that first pitch fastball fair. The at-bat, he's got a lot left in this. If he's able to let that one go, I still think he can have a quality AB.
Dietrich is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone. Riding in once again, Yadier Molina. No hits to this point.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player. Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, hit it in, able to drive that for a nice single.
Into the box now, Giovanni Gallardo. He swings and grounds it to short. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Hey, we came into this one wondering how he was going to throw on the mound. That all goes out the window. He just mixed in his second knock of the game. He's going to be smiling for a while on this.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Maben is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. But the Brewers tack on, courtesy of this solo home run. Top of the order due up to start the seventh. It's the Brewers 5 and the Marlins nothing. Here's Cameron Maben now. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you got to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
Here's a little chopper up the middle, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, Miguel Rojas.
Into the box now, Miguel Rojas. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Popped up, and no one will get this one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Sliders in for a strike.
Well, he got the leadoff guy hitting on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at-bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the 7th.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Softly on a line to third. And that's a base hit. So the perfect game bid ends in the 7th. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V, and this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
And he struck him out. So double digits now, 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Digging in now, JT Realmuto, runner in scoring position with Sajan. Comes set, here's the 0-0 pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2. Gallardo pauses, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. Hit back toward the mound. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. Here's Brandon Phillips. They'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Second baseman,
Now here's the pitch. Line toward the gap in left center. And this is going to find the alley here. Extra bases for Phillips. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Here's Ryan Braun now. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through. First pitch on its way. There's a swing and a drive. Get up! Get up! Get out of here! Gone! A home run! So it's a two-run shot for Ryan Braun. Number 11 for him on the season as this lead swells to 7-0. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Yeah, Matty B, one of the things you look for when you come to a Brewers game at Miller Park, you want to see Bernie Brewer go down the slide, and Bernie Brewer's fanny's got to be a little bit sore after this one.
Damn, one of my favorite places to hit at. I always felt like great batter's eye in dead center. You can move traffic from both gaps. A lot of home runs get hit in this yard.
Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Giavotella onto the grass. 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Travis Shaw. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. 7 runs, 13 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. Solo shot to right center. His second of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
It's getting pretty comical now. Their 6th home run of the game, and they're not done yet. They say hitting is contagious, and apparently that applies to the long ball. It's looking like batting practice out there.
Now batting.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. As he takes a cold strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Three runs already home here. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. 8th inning coming up. It's the Brewers 8 and the Marlins nothing. So striding in, Derek Dietrich. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And this is taken in for out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman.
Martin Prado now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of his hitters.
1-1 to count to Martin Prado.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, second baseman.
So 2 gone now in the Miami 8th. And standing in, the second baseman, Johnny Giavotella. First pitch on its way from Gallardo. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Fastball called for strike two.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Yadier Molina.
First pitch on its way. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Read this one almost in the books. The story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
First delivery to him on the way. Liner toward right center. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Hey, have a day right here. Third knock of the game for the pitcher. Don't be shocked if he's not in the 3-hole for this manager.
Stepping in now, Keon Broxton. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. 0-1, here's the pitch. Grounder down the line at third. But this will get foul for strike two. Oh, and 2, here it is. Line drive base hit. And now Gracious just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because this has become a 3-ring circus.
Stepping into the box, Brandon Phillips. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. From the belt, kicks and deals. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Gallardo on second, Broxton at first, 1 gone. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Obviously looking to pull the baseball right there, out in front on that off-speed pitch. This will be an interesting sequence right here to see if he slows him down even more or tries to run a heater by him.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will get to the wall now out near the Milwaukee bullpen. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
In there for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Most good breaking ball hitters will hit good breaking balls. In that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch that was down in the zone, and he handled it really nice.
This is lined into the gap in left center, and he's going to come through here with extra bases. 1 run is scored. 2 runs score. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here.
Domingo Santana.
Drew Steckenrider is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch.
Number 71.
Ryan Anderson will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 55. Ryan Anderson.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Hey, Dero, there's a prime example of a little ambush piece, right? Come up there looking to hit right off the get-go. First pitch comes in, whack, base hit.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had a game plan. Hashtag ambush. Here we go now.
Into the box, Jesus Aguilar. Hit hard down the right field line. Just foul. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. Gone. So a 3-run shot to left center, his 3rd home run of the ball game as this lead got even wider.
Well, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat trick, and that's awfully hard to do.
Now batting, third baseman.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Lands in for a base hit, and he's 3 for 5 in this one. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Now, this is the way you want to start off the series. We haven't even hit the weekend yet, and he's on the board again, this time with a double. This is going to be a good 4-game set for him if he can keep this up.
Standing in now, Orlando Arcia. Line drive to left. Boy, and call off the Dogs already as this is down for extra bases. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Into the box now, Yadier Molina. Ranging back is Maben to the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. The relay. And it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Giovanni Gallardo. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. And a swing, and here's another big drive as this ball sent high and deep to left center field. And the long ball will burn him for the 2nd time in the inning. Another home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. 2nd home run early in the year as they just continue to pour it on here.
Now batting, center fielder, Keon.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton as he rips it on the ground to second. And it's in time at first, and finally, at long last, this side is retired. But not before they hang a 9 spot on him here to really open up this ball game. We've played 8 full. Brewers are out in front, 17-0. Here's Scott Van Slyke. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Santana is there, 1 quick out to start inning number 9. Stepping into the box, Brian Anderson. First pitch of the at-bat. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And Gallardo's pitch count, and even 70 after that last offering. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
Up next for the Marlins.
Here's Cameron Maybin now. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Gallardo gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Leads a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. On the ground up the middle. Throw to first here in time for the final out, and the Brewers will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Oh, man. So close, but yet so far. Can you imagine giving up 1 hit, pitching such good baseball for 9 innings, but 1 base hit kept him from baseball history?
17-0 the final tonight. The Brewers slated 17 runs in this one to grab the W. Giovanni Gallardo earns win number 4 on the season, striking out 12 in the process. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. In the National League Central, Jesus Aguilar had a day to remember with 3 home runs totaling 5 RBIs as the Brewers got the best of Miami 17-0. They continue to win as they now have 9 straight. The Phillies allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they sank the visiting Buccos 2-0. Scott Schebler had a day to remember, amassing an impressive 7 RBIs at the plate as the Reds took care of the Cardinals 11-6. Chris Bryant launched 3 solo home runs as the Cubbies disposed of the Rockies 8-6. The New York Mets smacked 15 team hits as they pulverized the Braves 10-4. The San Diego Padres racked up 11 hits as a team as they got a road win against Arizona 7-2. The Nationals amassed 14 hits in the game as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 8-7. The Toronto Blue Jays combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 6-1. The Twins took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 4-3. The Baltimore Orioles sent 3 balls into the seats as they bested the visiting Indians 6-3. The White Sox got the home foes 3-1. The Tigers allowed only 5 hits in the game as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 6-2. The San Francisco Giants picked up 14 hits in total as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 9-5. The A's combined for a 4-hitter as they beat the visiting Red Sox 3-1. The Rangers hit 3 long balls as they took down the visiting Mariners 11-5. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.